2017 Land Rover Range Rover Sport features 5 potent engine choices and phenomenal off-road chops, as well as sumptuous leather seats and an ostentatious interior. But it also suffers from a dreadful predicted reliability score and one of the smallest cargo areas in the class. One of the Range Rover Sport's best trademarks is its versatile handling. Off the beaten path, this Land Rover can traverse rocky terrain and ford through 33.5 inches of water. Return to paved roads, and the lion gives way to the lamb, treating you to one of the silkiest rides you can get in a 3-row SUV. Updates for the 2017 model year include a larger touchscreen, growing from 8 inches to 10.2 inches, and additional high-tech safety features. Lane departure warning and autonomous emergency braking supplement the standard front and rear parking sensors and rear-view camera. The 2017 Range Rover Sport is not expected to be very reliable, though. If you own one, you'll likely shell out more for maintenance and other ownership costs than with most other luxury midsize SUVs. Compare the Range Rover Sport, Range Rover, and Discovery. Skimpy does not exist in the 2017 Land Rover Range Rover Sport's phrasebook, not when it comes to engines. 5 options, all of which are turbo or supercharged. Acceleration, 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 4.5 seconds, or off-road capability, it can traverse the Rubicon Trail without breaking a sweat. Its footprint is sizable, though, which can be taxing when your landscape is a parking lot or narrow city street. Acceleration and power. The engine options for the 2017 Range Rover Sport are nearly identical to what's available for the Land Rover Range Rover, with the exception of the base engine. The smaller Range Rover Sport comes standard with a 3.0-litre supercharged V6 engine that's rated at 340 horsepower. It gets 17 miles per gallon in the city and 23 miles per gallon on the highway, and it's agreeable for everyday driving. This same engine size is used to power the 380 horsepower HSE dynamic trim. 2 5.0-litre V8 engines, both supercharged, are available, starting with the 510 horsepower V8 that powers the supercharged and autobiography editions. Output of the V8 bumps up to 550 horsepower in the Range Rover Sport SVR. The Range Rover Sport's V8s are robust yet refined, and they're the better option if you plan to do a lot of heavy hauling. Fuel consumption slips as low as 13 miles per gallon in the city and 19 on the highway with the V8 engines. The Range Rover Sport can also be powered by a 3.0-litre turbocharged diesel, an engine that is both authoritative and fuel efficient. With its rating of 22.28 miles per gallon city, highway, the turbo diesel is estimated to save you about $600 per year in fuel costs over the gasoline-powered base V6. All engines come with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Handling and braking. The 2017 Range Rover Sport has a comfortable ride, feels surprisingly agile for its size, and provides confidence-inspiring steering and brakes. Optional handling upgrades like dynamic response and torque vectoring improve cornering by minimizing understeer and body lean, making the Range Rover Sport feel all the more composed on the highway. You'll need to be cautious when wielding this bulky SUV through narrow areas like parking lots, but adding technology like the surround view camera can alleviate many issues in these types of situations. The cabin of the 2017 Land Rover Range Rover Sport incorporates materials of the highest quality. High-grade leather, wood, metal, and carbon fiber are among the options, and the design underscores its simple elegance. The infotainment system comes with a larger, more responsive screen than last year's model, though this isn't a class-leading interface. Interior room is liberal for first and second row passengers, average for travelers in the optional third row, and very limited in the cargo area. Seating. You can seat 5 people inside the 2017 Range Rover Sport, with the ability to bring along 2 extra passengers if you add on the third row seat option. With its supple seats and quiet interior, taking a ride in the Range Rover Sport is relaxing and comfortable. There is plenty of passenger space in the first 2 rows, and while the third row is best suited for smaller travelers, the Range Rover Sport offers an average amount of legroom for a luxury 3-row SUV. Standard features include grained leather upholstery, a leather steering wheel, and 16-way power-adjustable front seats. Upgrades include Oxford perforated leather upholstery, heated and cooled front seats, heated rear seats, and a heated steering wheel. Interior features. For installing child safety seats, The Range Rover Sport comes with 2 sets of lower anchors and 3 tether anchors in the second row. The hardware isn't very user-friendly. It calls on extra elbow grease from caregivers to install both forward and rear-facing car seats. The Range Rover Sport for 2017 receives a crisp, more modern 10.2-inch touchscreen, an increase from last year's 8-inch display. It quickly responds to your requests and understands smartphone-like gestures such as swiping and pinching. The infotainment system is still a bit quirky, though, and the units inside many competing models are faster and easier to use. Cargo, see 2017 Land Rover Range Rover Sport specs.